Being a Nice Guy by Where's Dave. I think I think if you're a dude and you're watching this, I probably think chances are you've been a nice guy before. I'm not gonna lie. That's just what I think. But anyway, let's see this.
Being the nice guy or even perceived as the nice guy has gotta be one of the bottom 3 worst experiences of all time. And I ain't talking you gotta be an asshole or can't be a decent human being, but nothing good ever came to the nigga who was too nice. Like, this shit is so bad, they should just start using it for sentencing during court cases.
Hey, everyone shut up. Court's in session. As the defendant here has been proven guilty, I hereby sentence you to 30 years of serving as the nice guy.
Bro, I won't lie, being a nice guy it sucks. I mean, I don't know. Like, when you're a nice guy, you're you're practically being manipulative in a way. Like, you're not being direct with your feelings or what you want out of your interaction with a lady or with a girl. So I don't know. That's just what I think.
When I was a kid and was growing up, it was extremely normal to always see a boy or a guy straight just chasing a woman for some reason.
Yeah. When we were growing up, we would see this and be like, okay, this is normal. But if you look at the women of today, nigga, you're being a simp just by chasing a woman with flowers, nigga.
Like, I'm talking, it could be a TV show, a skit, or even a fucking movie, and it wouldn't take long before you start seeing a nigga genuinely losing his mind over a girl on the screen. And for some reason, the girl just never cared. Like, she would legit just look at the guy with nothing but annoyance in her face, or look at him like he was insufferable to be around. I'm talking, this type of shit was so common, it became textbook at a point. Naruto wanted Sakura and just couldn't get her. Tom wanted Toodles. Timmy wanted Trixie. The list goes on and on. So you can just imagine what's going through a little kid's head when he constantly sees his favorite character chasing the same girl throughout the show. And the worst part about the whole thing, she wanted absolutely nothing to do with him every single damn time, but he just won't stop chasing. Oh my god. Now obviously this ain't the only factor during your developing years that will shape how you perceive and overall treat women once you get older. There's tons of different factors like household upbringings, cultural norms, even social environments. Until you start to realize these social dynamics within these environments were always around you the entire fucking time. By the time I reached 2nd grade, I remember my teacher telling us to begin lining up at the front door so we can head down to the library. You know, I was in elementary school, niggas gotta line up behind each other to go places. I don't know why this was the thing, but it was the thing. And before she could even finish telling us to line up at the door, for some weird reason, my dumbass at the time thought it'd be a good idea to just stand up and blurt out,
Ladies first.
Bro, why would you say that? It's so out of context. What the fuck?
my 7-year-old self must have thought it would have gotten me more bitches. It didn't. But what it did get me was a star next to my name on the goodie list and the validation from my teacher telling me I did the right thing. Or in other words, the reaffirming of my beliefs. And I don't even know where I got those beliefs. It was also around this age where if you were to ever go back and forth or be bullshitting with a girl in your class or let alone grade, it wouldn't take long until you get slapped in the face with liking her or having a crush by your teacher.
Yeah, that's so true, man.
Which at this age was the equivalent of being sentenced to prison because you finna be eviscerated or teased every time you step foot into that school for the remainder of the year. But for some reason, it was rarely ever the other way around. It seemed like teachers would always position it in a way where it was only ever the dudes liking or even chasing certain girls. But to be fair, at this age, a majority of my teachers were also women themselves, so I'm not really surprised at all. Elementary school eventually comes to an end in which it's now time to begin high school. And immediately upon stepping foot into those hallways, you now have to unplug 95% of the shit your brain's been wired with because some of these bitches just started trifling. There's a reason why it's always this age in every nigga's life where they run into that one girl who absolutely warps their perception of dating or love, causing them to have to sit down to themselves and begin to move accordingly. But despite all of this, the social dynamics were still there. They never left. By the time I reached 11th grade, I had enrolled in a communications technology course. One of my homegirls at the time had also enrolled in the same course, resulting in us being in the same class. Now, me and this girl's dynamic was mad playful, to a point where the entire school genuinely thought we were dating. So much so that some teachers thought so as well, and one actually tried putting me on some game.
Oh my gosh, David, stop. I'm trying to do my work.
But I ain't even doing anything, bro. I think your keyboard's tweaking. Yo.
Seems like you guys are having a lot of fun back here, huh?
Oh, you know, my computer program was glitching out. You know what I'm saying? It just wasn't loading.
Oh, really? So then, how's that assignment coming,
It's coming. Matter of fact, actually, it's almost done.
All right, if you say so. Moving forward, though, let's just try to stay focused, okay? And I noticed earlier Brittany had asked you to tie her shoe for her.
Yeah, she did. I don't even know why she did that. I'm not doing all that.
Hey, listen. I was once your age too, you know what I'm saying? A young bull having fun, running around with all the girls.
Yeah, buddy, back it up. You were not that guy. I'm sorry, Grez, but you were not that guy.
You used to call me the Slayer back in the day, fun fact.
This nigga thinks he's a slayer.
But hey, I'm just saying, happy wife, happy life.
What the fuck? I was 16 having teachers talking about some happy wife, happy life. And it's like, we skipped a few steps. Dog, I ain't even have a girlfriend yet. And now that I'm looking back at it, it's so interesting how this line is not only being displayed to me as the norm from such a young age, but it also is heavily fixating on one specific member within the party. We all know when it comes to relationships, you need both parties. It takes two to tango. You can't have the yin without the yang. But for some reason, we fixate on happy wife, happy life, instead of happy spouse, happy house. Crazy. If you fail to unlearn or at the very least recognize the nonsense behind being overly nice or constantly pedestalizing women for absolutely no reason, you will inevitably end up in some very scary scenarios you absolutely do not want to find yourself in. The year is now 2026, in which being the nice guy gets you absolutely nowhere but fucking dogged, taken advantage of, mistreated, embarrassed. I could keep going. Sometimes these situations be so crazy, you almost forget you're not the one it's actually happening to.
How old are you?
26.
22.
How long you been together?
2 years.
If she gave you a guilt-free pass to sleep with anybody, would you take it?
No, sir. You might get one pass, but at the end of the day, you want one wife. And this is the wife I want.
Hey, W mans.
So no.
Now, what about you if he gave you one?
If you gave me a guilt treat pass, I would take it.
What?
I had a feeling she would say that.
I beg your pardon?
So you're telling me this nigga right here is telling himself he shouldn't need to use his guilt-free pass because he only wants one wife. In other words, it's not worth it. But his girl wouldn't do the same thing. He goes on to say that's crazy 3 times. Somehow he's still fucking holding on to her. And his girl says sorry like she even knows she's doing wrong.
What the fuck?
Oh my god. She ends up mentioning the dude's name she would cheat on him with off the top of her head so smooth.
Holy shit, no. What the... Bro. What is up with this man? You know, I don't know if I don't know who to blame here, because she's literally telling everyone, including the guy she's with, who she would go to if he gave her a free pass. And then he still has his arm wrapped around her. Nigga, fuck no.
Waters the third?
You would have thought she actually knew him in real life. Whole time he's an NBA player.
Who the
10
fuck nigga, you don't know this man.
seconds later, she drops another nigga's name. This time he's a football player. She ends up convincing herself that one of them would in fact get with her, or maybe
Yeah, buddy.
they're already in her DMs, who knows? And then this dude says it's whatever. I don't think it could get any worse.
Bro, that's I don't know what I can call that. I would call that being a nice guy pro max.
Like, you're literally one step away from sitting in this damn chair actually watching them. In just a 1-minute clip, We just witnessed a man's girl admit to being fine cheating on him, laugh in his face, name not one but two dudes she would get with right in front of him, confess her love for another man that doesn't even know she exists, state why they're better than him, convince herself one of them would actually go for her, and the worst part is this nigga's trying to tell himself he doesn't care.
Oh my god, bro. Oh my god. Wow. I genuinely don't know who's crazy here. I'm going to go with the dude, cause like he's still there trying to play it cool, trying to make it look like he doesn't care. Nigga, you care. You are not bullshitting me, nigga.
Breath. Dudes, you know what? I've seen enough. I'm coming up myself. And the situation will only ever play out one of two ways. One, he shows even the littlest amount of self-respect and leaves.
Bro. This nigga has no respect for himself.
Two, he stays. And it only gets worse from
If you stay, you're practically letting her walk all over you. Cause like she's shown you and everyone, like the entire world on that TikTok, she's shown the entire world what her real intentions are, and you're just gonna continue on that path. There's something wrong with you, bro.
there. Because you can't control the actions of your girl or even anyone's actions in that regard. But what you can control is how you respond.
Exactly.
So fellas, if you ever find yourself in a situation where the girl you're with is continuously displaying ridiculous behavior,
I'd say just leave. Cause like, it means she was never for you to begin with. That's what it means. Cause I don't know, you can't control people's feelings towards you, but you can control how you react to them and stuff like that. So if she's hanging around other dudes with you around or anything like that, then she was never yours to begin with, right, gang?
do yourself a favor and leave. Not too long ago, well-known comedian Akash Singh was trending on the internet and constantly being called a simp or a nice guy because of what was going on with his wife. They ended up saving face by acting a fool and straight up downplaying what she had said in those videos. And I mean, I can't even blame them for doing that because the shit she was saying was straight up ridiculous, bruh.
I was popping my and living my best life.
And it's kind of
Nah, bro.
weird because I'm talking about your husband. I just know that Naz is like at least 10 inches.
You what?
That was sexy, and that's why I'm actively trying to have an orgy.
You'll see dudes not only writing to themselves in some random bitch's DMs, but somehow also find ways to embarrass themselves on top of the fact.
How are you feeling, cutie? Arrest me,
Oh
officer.
my god, corny as fuck. Who the fuck does this shit?
Gay fights.
Nigga, is this what people call shooting your shot? Okay, these are the worst shots ever taken, bro.
Shit. Leans on balcony, then falls. Get it? Cause I fell for you.
Good. Pickup lines in the big 26.
Whoa. Holy Riz chat.
Desperate ass nigga. Oh man. Oh man.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
There's so many problems that exist once you enter this nice guy territory that I don't even know where to start. The first one, not only are these niggas compromising their character for some girl's validation, which is already a problem on its own, but they're also messing up the game for everyone else around them. Guess who now has to resume the game from where they left off because they decided to raise her ego through the damn roof? The second one, you'll be overcompensating on something that these bitches don't even want themselves.
Am I the only girl that struggle with like super nice guys? Like, I don't.
There's a reason why it's become so common to constantly hear girls drop the Hall of Fame line, "He was too nice." Constantly hear.
I don't. Am I the only Good morning, Star.
Oh my god.
Like, I don't.
There's a reason why it's become so common to constantly hear girls drop the Hall of Fame line, "He was too nice."
Girl, whatever happened to Jason? Jason? Girl, he was sweet and such a good guy, but he was just too nice.
Which sounds like it makes sense until your ass is Jason sitting in a dark room, alone with nothing but your thoughts, trying to understand why that's even a problem. Getting dubbed ain't even that bad until you find out the reason behind it was because she thought you were too nice. So if some chick ever stops messing with me, and I find out it's because I was too nice, ref, just take me out the game already and bury me alive, because otherwise I'm just a dead man walking. The third one, sometimes it really be your own niggas going through this shit because they don't want to help themselves. So you can't help them either. And that's gotta be one of the worst things to witness as a dude roaming this very earth. Like I'm talking, you're watching one of your boys just get straight dogged or played by a girl and you can't even intervene and do nothing because he's just so lost in the sauce. And that shit is just terrible. But I mean, shit. A wise man once said nice guys finish last, and that's why he'll treat her like trash. So I guess the game really never changes for real. All in all, being the nice guy or even considered the nice guy has gotta be one of the worst experiences of all time. If you're actually this guy himself, you just end up being humiliated, used, embarrassed. If you're not this guy, these types of dudes still mess everything up. Blah, blah, blah. Nothing good ever came with being overly nice. I mean, you tell me, have you ever been or was considered the nice guy and had to quickly learn otherwise? Or
Yeah, I was at one point, but like, fuck. Nigga, I learned from that. I'm never doing that again.
is being a nice guy really not that bad? You just gotta find the right one.
Nah. I think you would have a better... I think you'd have better chances quitting being the nice guy than continuing to be a nice guy and then hoping that hopefully I'll just find the right one. I don't know, that's what I think.
I gotta cut this shit off again, man. I'm starting to sound crazy again, bruh.
Hey, W video, Dave. He reminded me of all my my simping days. Man, that shit was ass. Whew. So what I wanted to say something. So yeah, do not be a nice guy. I mean, being I don't know how I can put this. I don't know if it's just me, but I can relate to how women don't like nice guys. Okay, think about this. Would you be comfortable being around someone who is always nice? Like I feel like someone who's being overly nice has ulterior motives and stuff like that. They're not putting their true selves forward, but instead they're putting like some sort of facade. I don't know. I don't know if I'm the only one who feels that way. It just doesn't feel authentic. That's what I can say. So yeah. Just be yourself, man. Don't glaze someone who don't over glaze a girl you want so too much, because yeah, you just come off as being desperate. But yeah, don't be a nice guy. That's the main point. But anyway, that's it for today's video. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter. Check out my main channel. And also consider supporting me on Patreon, because guys, I really need money. I'm broke. I'm not earning anything from YouTube. But yeah, and yeah, that's about it. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.